Like with my daughter, when she first went to go to college out of town, I was like, no, let her stay in New Orleans because they got 5 brothers that gonna protect her. So she was like, her mother was like, let her go. She got the fall, gonna let her get up. I'm like, no, that's my daughter. No way. And she went to Howard University, graduated. She had a fight at school too, but she did good.
Do you have the self-control that you could find out that her boyfriend beat the shit out of her and you wouldn't feel the need to take matters into your own hands?
Yeah, I would talk with my daughters about that. I'd be like, listen, and I used to tell my little cousins, there's 2 females, I say, listen, if you and your boyfriend have a fight, don't call me. Call me when you know for sure you really through with him. Because I know if I come there and me and this man get into it, later on tonight, y'all gonna be back laying up, and now I got an enemy with him, and now you choose to pick, because a penis and a vagina are 2 powerful elements. So when I get into it with this man behind you, and now your feelings and got back, you miss him, y'all, and now he plotting to hurt me, and then sometime she be swayed to go with him. You know what I'm saying?
We've all seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so I used to always tell my daughters I tell my daughters now, and I tell my little cousins, don't call me unless you all know for sure you through with him. Because I know how women change their mind later on. So, and I'm just thankful that my daughters, they kind of pick it too. I'm happy that they don't, pick the little roughnecks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the only way I would step in or pay somebody to visit if they put her in a hospital. Yeah, I gotta go pull up. But if they get the little roughing each other up and all that, I'm staying out of that.
Is you having self-control in your mind, you having somebody else handle it as opposed to yourself handling it?
No, I wouldn't let nobody else handle it. Like I said, it depends on how far it is, because, like I said, if I have somebody to delete her boyfriend and knowing she in love with him, now she gonna be mad with whoever did it. And then you never know. Sometimes, they back to the civilian type, when the police put around, well, me and him got into it, and my daddy knew it, and my daddy had a friend, and he, so now I'm trying to help you out. You snitched on my hitman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've learned a lot of patience being home, and I've learned how people like to move. There's a lot of favoritism going on out here. Selective politics, a lot of bull, and I'm happy I'm able to witness it, and I call it out every chance I get. But a lot of stuff with my daughters, even with my sons, I don't get into a lot of their relationships. I let them figure that out, because it's up to me. I ain't want you with no boyfriend anyway. Get you a girlfriend. But now that you got a boyfriend,
you'd rather your daughter have a girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a much simpler way of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like 98% of felony crimes are committed by men. 98% of prisoners are men. It's like, if your daughter is a lesbian, I mean, I can understand a lot of people probably wouldn't be too happy about it, but it definitely sounds like a smooth sailing way of life in comparison. Yeah.
That's how I used to be like, man, because I know how I was with females when they used to come to these colleges out there in New Orleans, and they'd be on a budget, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I got her. You hungry? Want to? So I was like, when my daughter was in college, I made sure they had everything they need. I said, so if you meet a guy, you're going to like him because you like him. You ain't going to mess with him, have sex with him because you feel you want these red bottoms or this purse or something.
Right.
I made sure they had all that while I was incarcerated.
Have you ever had to have a conversation about all the bodies with your daughters and shit? Try to make it make sense to them? They have to find out from other people.
They read. Oh, I have only one, no, 2 out of my 5 is. There's 3 of them that's very nosy, that's in the know. But I have one. She's just in her own world. She don't care nothing about none of that stuff. She just focused on her life. She don't be on none of that stuff. But
it's hard to imagine people aren't like us and aren't gonna just go watch a YouTube video about everybody that they meet who has like a criminal past.
Right. But my sons, they all know. We all talk, and I don't hide nothing from them, because, a lot of times your child be so happy. Oh, this is my daddy. Or be hanging around here and the enemy lurking. And, oh, that's his son. I got something for him. So I make sure I talk to all my children. So a lot of people be like, all right, don't be telling people I'm your father now, because, people try to play get back. Or they try to get some get back, So I talk with all my sons. My sons know what's going on.
Do you think that you being open with them about that shit makes them less likely to go down that path?
Yeah, because out of my 5, only 1 in jail.
Right.
The other ones, I got one, He's scared to go on one side of the river. Because when he was young, a guy tried to rob his friend, and he got shot in the neck, so he don't want no parts of that. And I be like, sometimes I be like, boy, you might got your mama's side of the family. But then I be thinking this, though, well, at least he's scared straight from the streets. I don't have to worry about him. And he have like 7 or 8 children right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so the only one, he my youngest son, the one that's in the Fed now.
So you think that was passed on from you to him? Like the inability to pull out?
Which one, the one in the Fed?
No, the one that's got 8 kids. Because you got 11, so it seems like you might run in the family, inability to pull out.
Yeah, the rubber stuff. I know they got I don't like it. You just don't get the feeling. You don't get the proper feeling.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, you don't get the proper feeling with the condom, man.
No.
Yeah, man, they gotta, Yeah, I think because, as a matter of fact, and my youngest son, he got 2 children. He's locked up. All my boys have children.
When I think about not getting a girl pregnant until I was 37, to me, that feels like my equivalent of you being able to delete a couple dozen people before you got arrested. Of like, improbable. How the did I bang that many girls with no condoms and not get one through?
Yeah,
I'm very impressed with myself.
Yeah, that's good. But then I would be like this though. I'll be like how Ray J them did on that hip hop show. Like, I gotta go get my testosterone checked because if I've been humping all this long time and I ain't hit the target, what's going on, man? My cells low?
That's how I felt when it took me like 2 months to get my girl pregnant. I started to think like, oh, maybe that's why you didn't get any girls pregnant is because you've been shooting blanks all these years. Yeah.
I just went to the doctor.
She was about to make me stop smoking weed.
I heard that's what messed up the count too, that weed and them cigarettes too, Adam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I went to the doctor the other day. And he was a fine lady in that too. She was thick. She was my doctor. No, let me tell you this here. I had this. I don't have this doctor no more because the job I used to work, I quit, and my job, the insurance, this doctor only accept corporation insurance, so I had to stop going to her. Well, I had this female. She was talking crazy about. I think you burned, you got disease, you got all this stuff. So I got scared. I run to my doctor. I said, I need to be tested. She took all my blood. I said, I want you to check to see if I got herpes too. So she was like, was you breaking out? I said, no, but I still just want you to look in my private, check me out. So she's like, all right, let me go get a chaperone. So I'm thinking, I said, well, she gonna go get a man to come in the office to make sure, like, no funny business go on. So I'm waiting for her. She come back in there with this black female with a big butt. But here's the thing, though, Adam. I got to drop my pants, but I'm on the soft.
Right.
Oh, that was so embarrassing, man.
They understand.
Yeah, but this lady was thick, and I'm like, I was checking her out in the lobby area, and for her to stand right there, and I couldn't get the stiffy going, and this lady told me to drop your pants, she examined my private part.
It would be so much weirder if you had a boner while they were checking to see if you had
I'd have preferred that, though, so, you know what I'm saying? Versus being on the sock. Come on, man. You know, every man, when he got a chance to, especially if a woman you like, and you know it's well off down there, you gonna want to show off.
Yeah.
Because later on, she may be like, all right, I saw you. All right. But, yeah, man. So I go to this other doctor. So she fine, too, but she got this little young nurse, so she sending them at me. Tell him he overweight, he got to lose a little weight. I was like, all right, that's cool. You know, she sent on a little fine little nurses to tell me, but I went and got all my blood work, got all my stuff. Because I always preach to the people, you know, get tested for HIV and AIDS. Because I have a little cousin that died from AIDS. You know, I watch people in prison. One guy had a fight. And he got HIV from having a fight with a guy because the blood some kind of way got on him and got his cut or something.
Wait, he got it from a fight?
Yeah, from fighting a guy in prison.
I never heard of that. That's crazy.
He got HIV from fighting a guy in prison. I was like, what the world?